see an old boot balanced upside down on a cobbler's knee as he taps the final nail into the new sole. Chris knew.
Damn it all! I could do nothing right! Not a damn thing!
Please tell me you weren't looking for Moonrise.
So what if I was? Cal and Leah could be there. Instead, I found myself cornered by shadow fiends and in need of rescue. From you, of all bloody people.
Should I have left you to die?
At least dead I'd have had a purpose. Perhaps as an appetizer for some cursed monster. I've failed Cal and Leah again. Be on your way. I'll return to Last Light. I know when I'm outmatched. Did you enjoy relaxing here while I battled that wretched darkness? What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, we got captured by murderous lunatics!
I thought you were dead, you ass! Both of you!
We're all safe, Roland. That's what matters.
Roland was in a bad state without you too.
I was just overwhelmed. Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. We should have been here.
No, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have shouted. I'm sorry.
Thank you for saving me. And the two idiots.
Don't mention it.
Humble too? Imagine that.
She has no cause to be humble. She brought us back together. A task I failed miserably at. You went out of your way to help us. It's only right you get something in return. Here. I hope it helps.
I'm glad it was you who walked through that door. Thank you. Things in Moonrise were bad. Real bad. Thank you for getting me out of there.
Any word on Daniel? Is he all right? Is he safe?
He's at my camp right now. He's going to be fine.
He is? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I haven't been able to sleep, knowing he was trapped in that wretched place. Thank you for saving him when I couldn't. I can rest now. Finally.
We kept Art safe. That's what matters. Couldn't have done it without you.
Attempts to restrain Lady Shah's power, perhaps. Failed attempts.
Shall carry out General Thorn's will alone. Not wanted, not needed. Leave. This place is not for you. Go no farther.
Here lies Melodia Thorm, beloved wife and mother. Amiel Telere Manon here. Telere.
Bones everywhere. Someone's been engaging in dark rituals here.
The ancestors of Catherick Thorm arranged into macabre totems. But why?
Forgetting evades me in this infinite darkness. Balthazar is my own source of the barest comfort, the thought that, perhaps, she might be brought back to me. If oblivion can fail, what defense have we against death? None except its mastery. Balthazar's words have never felt more promising.
Catherick Thorm's forebears. He defiled their remains to make this effigy. But to what end?
That's the symbol of Merkel.
General Thorm's orders were clear. In order to find what lies beyond this mausoleum, one must walk in his own footsteps, deed by deed. From splendor to tragedy to infamy, as he put it. Balthazar.
Looks like there's a temple under this place. And something deadly sealed inside it. An open tomb.
There's
Empty.
more to this place.
Not
I'm
ominous
sure
in the
of it.
slightest.
Lady Shah's presence is near.
Susun Elg Olov.
Spotted a trap. Move with purpose.
Isabel's not so final resting place.
Catherick Thorm has a problem with letting things die.
Not so much as a poison arrow. The trap's been disarmed. Or broken.
Trap. Be cautious. That bright tower, it's moonrise. Or it used to be. Catherick Thorm, bowed by grief for his daughter. Watch how you go. There's a trap. Be wary. This place is trapped. Catherick Thorm, leading Shah's forces. Quite the about face for a warrior of Selûne.
Take heed. I see a trap. This must be the way forward.
Where will it bring us, though?
The Gauntlet of Shah. I can't believe it. I can't believe we found the Dark Lady's sacred crucible.
This is the place where you could become a Dark Justiciar. Your dream might soon be realized.
I know. I can scarcely believe it's real. But I saw it with my own eyes. Felt the polished stone walls raised in Lady Shah's honor. Normally, it would not be for me to pursue becoming a Dark Justiciar without a superior's command. But this is different. My lady wanted me to find this place. I know it.
What do you think of it?
Overwhelming. Worship of Lady Shah is usually discreet by nature. Her holy sites have to be modest, well hidden. But that place... I never knew such grandeur had been built in her honor.
Tell me what you know of the place.
The Gauntlet of Shah is no ordinary temple. It is the highest test of the Dark Lady's faithful, to judge if they are worthy of becoming a Dark Justiciar. The Gauntlet has double meaning. It speaks of the ordeals to be overcome, and of the armor-clad fist of Lady Shah that would embrace the worthy. Survive the crushing gauntlet, and be embraced by the Night Singer at its very... The old ways were lost over time. Now some claim the rank simply by killing a single saloon knight. But before, they were a true elite. Many would attempt the trials, but few would succeed.
So it seems Catterick Thorm did all he did for his daughter, Isabel. Almost understandable.
That almost is doing a great deal of heavy lifting. That man changes allegiances more frequently than a courtesan changes their bedsheets. At least he's proof you can turn from Shah and live to tell the tale. Though some may not call that living.
Something in the air down here. It's like this place wants to be forgotten.
Shah's spirit lingers here. The air's thick with lies and trickery.
The Gauntlet of Shah. Before my very eyes. The Dark Lady guided me here. She wanted me to find this place.
Shah, singer of eternal night, protector of the lost and forgotten. Cross from light into darkness. Give your life to the shadows. Offer your pain to Shah's embrace. Hear the night song. The answer lies in darkness.
Shah's warriors must not be caught, must not be tricked. Only loss awaits the unworthy.
A voice. Is that Shah herself who speaks?
Let's get in and out.
What the hell was that?
The Dark Lady's path lies in darkness. Perhaps that is how I can proceed. Looks like a trap. Lost again. That glowing ring I saw may show the way.
Welcome, child. Follow my voice and prove your worth.
The rain of night comes in 1,000 falling leaves.
You do not belong here.
Your mind upends. Somehow, in the decayed soup of this creature's brain, a tadpole lives. Another presence nurtures it, manipulates it like a puppet.
No, you do not belong. This is the Dark Lady's house. She is no use for old, faithless bones.
You plunder. You meddle. You upset my plans. Leave.
Zrel sent me. I'm here to help a certain Balthazar.
Zrel lacks imagination. Zrel lacks faith. Zrel lacks in many ways, but I do not. Leave before... Huh? Stupid worm-infested cockhead! You have awoken the shadows! My forces are split. The defenses are thin. Rally on me, a wall of bone and blade against the darkness. Now!
Am I being tested?
On the altar is an inscription. Brave the gauntlet of your Lady Shah, surmount her trials, and rise a dark justiciar.
The Gauntlet of Shah. This place is legendary. Even with half my memories locked away, I still remember the stories. The Dark Lady's finest warriors arose from this place. Now I'm here.
What are these trials, Shadowheart?
In order to join Lady Shah's elite, you had to pass her trials, then make a sacrifice in her innermost sanctum. One revealed only when you've proven yourself. Very few made it that far. I've dreamed of this place. This is my destiny. I must complete the trials.
What does becoming a Dark Justiciar mean?
What does it mean? It means we'll have power. Power we can use to take on the Absolute and rid ourselves of these parasites, once and for all. If I become a Dark Justiciar, I'll have Lady Shah's highest blessing, and her arsenal at my disposal. This will be good for all of us. Let's explore.
Might not be the time.
Mistress of pain. What anguish she has visited upon.
The rat holds its ground. It almost seems defiant.
A rodent with an attitude. Not unlike a few Githyanki I've known.
Well-chewed spider carcass oozes on the ground. A cavalcade of nasty smells rises from the corpse, but one of them is familiar, the prickling, metallic whiff of magic. Sulfur, decay, and a thin whiff of something unexpectedly fragrant. Fresh bite marks, an old puncture wound, and a faint pulse of something not entirely natural. The meat is oozing, but not with blood. It's been dosed with a potion. The teeth of the predator are curved, pointed, and have sunk in deep. Some sort of feline. The meat tastes of rot and sour milk. Your stomach lurches, but your loins tingle. Was that arousal?
Why are you looking at that dead spider coquettishly?
Do I smell beef?
In amongst the rot is an unmistakable sweetness. Succubus spittle. The meat is charmed.
Hey, you. I made it. Easy peasy. You find Mum and Pops?
Your parents are dead. I found their corpses.
No. No. I don't believe you.
I'm so sorry, Arabella.
It isn't true. It isn't. Get away from me. Go.
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh.
You mean Shadowheart. Gods, I wish you were my bosom companion.
Recall that in time, all becomes dust and bone.
I feel the weave growing more distant by the moment. We walk Shah's path now. Best we don't spend too long in her shadow.
This temple certainly is grand. Well, it's a rundown bearing the weight of centuries sort of grand, which is my favorite kind, incidentally.
The Orthon is dead. Aren't you pleased?
The Orthon is nothing. I'll have my satisfaction when Raphael makes good on his word.
Repeat after me. Thank you for helping me. It was very kind.
Thank you for helping me. It was very kind.
You're welcome.
Shah's domain indeed. Despair and discarded memories lurking in every shadow.
A temple dedicated to Shah. More than a temple, perhaps. A proving ground. This must be where Ketheric Thorm grew his dark-cloaked ranks.
You've spent all these years fighting the Shadow Curse. What happens once it's lifted?
Honestly, I never thought I'd make it that far. But the Absolute is a threat to all, and I promised I'd help you with your parasite. So, I'll remain with you. If you'll have me, that is.
Of course. I only wish you'd joined earlier.
So do I. But one duty at a time.
How am I holding up in your estimations?
I've been unfair to you. I've had unrealistic expectations of your character ever since I joined you. But honestly, you've surpassed even those. Seems my faith was more than well-founded.
Thank you. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime.
What's next?
What to do? A bed made of corpses. Disgusting and uncomfortable.
A ghoulish display. It is clear the victims suffered greatly before dying and being put on show. Chamber of Command.
Reflections upon the Mirror of Loss. The original purpose of the sacred mirror has been lost to the ages. Some suppose that it was the result of Telemont Tanthal's attempts to delve into the Shadowfell itself, in the time before the folly of his master, Karsus. Others claim it only became an object of devotion after the fall of Netheril, when the loss-stricken survivors of the floating cities found comfort in Lady Shar's embrace. What is certain is that many of the Night Singer's faithful claim to feel some echo of her power and majesty when in the presence of the mirror, even though it is shattered. They are often said to feel lesser once they step away from the mirror, hence the name it has become commonly known by. Our scholars continue to study it, but alas, its true nature may continue to elude us. Perhaps if the Dark Lady indulges us, she shall reveal another of these holy relics for us, so that we may feel the full power of her embrace.
magic within this mirror once. Consuming magic. It is shattered now.
The mirror is shattered and beyond any use.
Unworthy. Unworthy to walk among friendly bones. Leave.
Calm down. What are you talking about?
Talking of you. Intruder. Invader. Unworthy one. These halls are not for you.
Head inside. Now!
Hurry inside, or your racket is liable to. Rancid donkey scrotum! The quakes herald the shadows. It's already too late. Trespasser. Merkel's fat lapdog.
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon. That took the edge off.
Where's that bloody embalming fluid?
Not just any true soul would have succeeded in following my path through this place. You should be pleased.
Balthazar, I presume? Zrel sent me. She thinks you're in danger of failing your master.
General Thorn? Rubbish. Everything is at hand here. Zrel merely envies the General's faith in me. I am in the midst of a grand strategy. But you're here now, and I may be able to put those limbs to work. You know what's at stake here, I take it.
It comes back to you. Balthazar headed a monastic order that controlled a place called Ankethran in the deserts of Kalimshan. But he is long dead, from what you recall.
Balthazar. I heard of a monk by that name once. He died a long time ago.
Oh, him. Yes, I decided to take his name for myself. After taking his rib bones. Suits me better, I think. But enough idle chatter. Keep to the matter at hand. You do know what's at stake here. Yes?
Zrel said Catrick wants you to find a relic. That's all I know.
General form to you. But yes, recovering the relic is the crux of it. He commands, and I, his humble servant, fulfill that command. While you, an infinitely more humble servant, fulfill my command. I will put you to work as a scout.
What are the properties of this relic, magical or otherwise? So I can be of better assistance, of course.
Fine, if it'll spare me your bleating. The relic lends the General his strength, his invulnerability. It must be recovered before his enemies attempt to exploit it.
You need my help?
I do not need you or your help. But you are here in spite of that, so I may as well make use of you. The relic is close, but the way is barred and Shah's dead are uncooperative. Clear the path for me by blade, cunning, or whatever it takes. I will remain here until you have succeeded. Or fallen.
I'd trust this gas bag about as far as I can throw him, which isn't far. But perhaps better to play along for now.
You have resources to spare. Give me something to aid my search.
Fine. I will assign flesh to aid you on your way. Ring this bell, and he will come. My brother is no intellectual powerhouse, but he is strong, loyal, and punctual. Should a fight turn against you, remember the bell. Flesh will remain here until called. But don't fear, he has very sharp hearing. I chose his ears myself. Now, get to work.
Do you know what happens when a devil is struck down on this charming plane of existence? It returns to the hells, to the very point where it last stood before venturing to whichever devil-forsaken plane it died on. In the case of our friend Yrgir, the Orthon you so handily dispatched in the Temple of Shah, he manifested in my House of Hope. He returned to me chastened but intact, his wounds healed, his body restored. He thought I would dismember him, but he has his uses, so instead I am re-educating him.
We delivered the devil. Now I want what I'm owed. We had a deal.
Indeed we did. I discovered all there is to know about those scars of yours. It's a rather grim tale. Even for my tastes.
Stop stalling.
As you wish. Brace yourself, Astarion. We're about to unveil your destiny. Carved into that ivory skin of yours is one part of an infernal contract between the archdevil Mephistopheles and your former master, Cazador Zar. In full, the contract states that Cazador will be granted knowledge of an infernal ritual so vile it has never been performed. The rite of profane ascension. It promises to be a marvelous ceremony, very elaborate, incredibly ancient, and entirely diabolical. If he completes the rite, he will become a new kind of being, the Vampire Ascendant. All the strengths of his vampiric form will be amplified, and alongside them he will enjoy the luxuries of the living. The arousals and appetites of man will return to him, and unlike Astarion, he will have no need of a parasite to protect him from the sun. But the ritual has its price, as all worthwhile things do. Lord Cazador will need to sacrifice a number of souls, including all of his vampiric spawn, if he is to ascend. Imagine how he felt then, when one of those precious spawns simply disappeared into thin air. The only missing ingredient is Astarion. You are the final piece he requires to complete the ritual. Your scars bind you to it, Your soul will set off a very wave of death, bringing Cazador his twisted life. And that, my tragic and toothsome friend, is that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business elsewhere.
Cazador is a piece of shit. We're going to stop him.
Do you think it's so simple?
You'll never be free while Cazador lives.
I hate how right you are. I knew he wouldn't leave me alone, even when I was just another wretched toy for him to play with. But if I'm the key to this power he craves, he'll hunt me to the ends of Faerun. I need to take the fight to him, and I need you to help me.
Of course I'll help. We'll hunt him down and kill him.
Thank you.